Coastal water is complex because of concentrating different matter components and they have different reflectance. The first step in the process of designing a space mission is define the mission goal and why we want it. In step 2 is where all the possible orbits, spacecraft, and mission concepts are considered. Next step is evaluating the mission in order to achieve the objective. Then we define the requirement, and that can change and flexible depend on the relationship between design feature and requirement. The mission requirement define how well the information of the data collected by the payload, and the spectral resolution in this case based on the characteristic of the subject, which is coastal water. For the spatial resolutions, which is the pixel size of an image, it decided based on the size of the river, channel, and canal system in the downstream area and estuary area. For the radiometric resolution, in this case generally detect or very small variation in the ocean color. It requires narrow spectral band, wide dynamic range, and high signal ratio. For the bus system requirement, the minimum required memory storage is calculated for the payload based on the number of pictures it can capture while flying to Vietnam. The thermal controls is based on the sensor operational limit, temperature, and survival limit. For the data transmissions controls, the route station typically limit their elevation to around 5 degrees above the horizontal because of reduces atmospheric transmissions at lower elevation angle or blockage by the terrain. For the altitude design and control system, the possible accuracy can range between 0.05 to 0.2 degrees during the nadir pointing, which is 5 km to 22 km in the surface. And finally, the payload size weight range between 17 and 50% of the spacecraft right weight. Here is the summary of the results. The table 1 is the reflectance band and its use. The table 2 is the summaries of mission minimum requirements. The results can be used at the lower limit to design payloads for complex water observation missions.